everybody. This is the astrology for the week of April 15th through the 21st. Now, I did pull an overall card. I'm gonna do that until I want to get a dry erase board type of thing, so I can put like all the transits and everything for the week, so you can have them to write in a calendar or whatever you want to do. That's the idea, but for right now, this is resonating with me more, pulling out a card. So the card is retreat. Now I want to talk about it for a second. When I pulled out this card, I thought you're going to be spending a lot of time to yourself. I think it has to do with this whole month Jupiter is in retrograde. I don't know if I told you that last week. But people are being a little constricted or limited this week. So you may feel the need to be by yourself because you're not getting that community with other people like you usually do this month. Try not to, out of sadness, to spend any money just willy-nilly, you know, like to make yourself happy, or overindulging in spending habits and things like that. So be careful of that. It's just a reminder to be aware of how you're feeling this month, okay? Because it could cause you to do other things out of character. So we're going to talk about the 15th. On the 15th, the Mercury is going direct, which is beautiful. That means that communication will be a little bit easier. If you are looking to sign contracts, after the 15th will be a really good time to do that, okay? The 16th, we have the new moon in Aries. Now, the new moon being in Aries, try to slow down, okay, on the decisions that you make. Proceed with caution. Try to do things at a comfortable pace because you're going to feel like you just want to hurry up and get everything done towards the end of the month. Now towards the end of the month, okay? You're going to feel like because you can't come to conclusions quick enough that you may not be making the right decisions, or you may need to take a new turn in things. But remember to just proceed at a comfortable pace, okay? Yeah. So it's time for you to see things from a different light and a different perspective, okay? Remember where you are. Okay, try to stay stationed where you are, okay? Because you're going to feel, you're going to feel like you're out of union with things, and it's just for you to remember that you are, okay? Look at your intuition and remember to pay attention to how you're feeling inside, okay? So for the 17th, we have Chiron, I believe it's called, that's in Aries. Now, that Chiron, I hope I'm saying it correct, is about self-healing and awareness, okay? So your need for self-healing and doing things to make yourself feel better will definitely increase by the 17th or around the 17th, okay? So that's why I said be really careful about doing things willy-nilly, spending money willy-nilly, stuff like that. Okay, you're going to be trying to move forward because it just seems like things are taking a step back or you feel defeated. Okay, like I said, so be careful with that. So on the 18th through the end of the week, Saturn is in retrograde. Now, Saturn is the ruler of discipline, fears, and challenges. All right, so rules that you have made for yourself are going to seem like they're failing after that time, okay? Structures and groups and situations, relationships are going to change and feel really unnerving. It's going to seem like things that should be coming to you aren't really coming to you at this time, and this is a good time to face the actual reality of things. This may just be a bad time, or this could be how it's always going to be, okay? It's really just for you to see, pay attention to, or be aware of, right? So there it is. It's feeling like you're not getting any rewards, feeling like you're not getting what's owed to you, and feeling the need to separate from these things or break up. Feeling like within relationships, like you're a little distant from each other, okay? But this is just, it's a reminder to focus on foundations at this point, okay? It's not about wants and desires as much as it's about the foundations, okay? Like I said, Saturn is about challenges, and that's what you're facing this week, so just be aware of that. Now on the 20th, the sun goes into Taurus. That brings a little bit of light into the situation. Taurus is about manifestation, patience, possessiveness, practicality, stability, and being very stubborn. So you will be, it could go both ways, and that's why I see this. You have to make a decision on what direction you want to go in. This is a time for you to pay attention to what it is that you're trying to grow, okay? You can manifest anything with the sun going into Taurus. Now, this is a good time to utilize patience, because it's going to seem like at the beginning of the week everything's just against you and you just want to separate from everything, okay? And you want to retreat. You want to be by yourself. You don't want to have to deal with anything. You just feel like, you know what, if you're not going to act right, then I'm just going to leave, you know? That's the kind of energy that you're going to feel. And this is a good time to take a moment to choose wisely. It is in reverse. So it's about the choices that you're making, okay? So it's about stepping out of your head and how you feel trapped in the certain situation that you're in, and this energy and this feeling that nothing is going to work, and making the best choices for you, okay? For your own stability, being more practical and not really going off of your emotions. I feel like because you're trapped in your head, your emotions can go wonky, okay? So with the Empress being in reverse here, that tells me that there is going to be a setback to growth. So be careful about that. You're also going to be focused on yourself, how you look, wanting to look better, maybe dressing better, doing makeup, hair, things like that. Because of all that you're going through, you're going to want to feel pumped up and better, okay? That's a heavy week, guys. So thank you for listening to the astrology. We're going to go into your readings now. Hello, water signs. This is your reading for April 15th through 21st. I hope you're doing amazing. So, we're going to start with Cancer. So, Spirit, what do you have for Cancer? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time of April 15th through 21st? Cancer. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. We have the Six of Swords, two sixes next to each other. Okay, so it has to do with you and others around you. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say. You're trying to gain control. The Magician in reverse, Two of Wands, Four of Cups in reverse, and Eight of Cups in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Moon card and the Wheel of Fortune, both in reverse. Okay, guys. So, overall energy, really quickly. Okay. So, I feel like you're releasing some things in your life, and it was time for you to release them. I feel like you see the truth in the situation. It was time for it to go. With the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, there are some things that are out of your control that are going to happen regarding this. I feel like you're going to have some setbacks this week emotionally. And it's just things that you need to get through, and things that you need to, the word demolish comes to mind, okay? Because you need to be able to actually move forward in your life, but there are some blocks that you need to deal with. Because I'm hearing like you can't just will something away. W-I-L-L. You have to actually go through the process. You are not excluded from going through the process. Okay, that's what I'm getting here with you. Okay, so starting your spread for you, you have the Six of Wands, which is good. This is a card of victory. So you feel at the beginning of this week very victorious. You've won something. You've got something that you wanted. You may also be getting attention from someone that you wanted attention from, okay? You put in the time and effort to do that, okay? You saw the future. You had the ideas. But I still feel like you have something that is lingering in your mind, okay? You're trying to move forward into this new life, this new situation for yourself, but it's really hard because I feel like you're trying to focus your goals, focus on what is actually important and not things that are not important. So it's taking all of your power combined. I don't know why Captain Planet came into my mind, but all of your powers combined to build the strength to go this new path that you're attempting to go. It's like you're learning from the past, maybe from getting attention from other people who don't really deserve your attention, and you're moving forward. You know, you're doing what's best for you. So definitely, yeah, you're going back to something that is over. You feel like you may want to, okay? You have waken up, but for some reason emotionally you're still attached to something in the past, okay? And you're going to have problems dealing with this emotionally this week, okay? You got to have more faith in the process. That's what I'm going to say. You got to have more faith in the process and continue to move forward. You have to be strong and continue on. You do have the power. But for some reason, once your emotions get involved in something, you feel weak, like you have to go back or that you failed in some way. And that's not necessarily true, right? You just, you know, you're going through something. You're going through a process, and you have to allow the process to work. I mean, that's pretty much it, okay? You're in the process of building foundations. I feel like you feel insecure with the way things are growing, maybe because someone wants to take it slow. But I feel like everything's fine. I feel like it's more in your mind because you have to learn how to keep that balance, Cancer, okay? So let's see. Let's see what we have for Cancer. April 15th through 21st. You had boundaries too. Someone else had this. I can't remember. It might have been it was Libra, actually. Okay, so boundaries. This card tells me that you're staying in your mind. You have all these dreams and thoughts, and they can confuse you. But you need to have faith in what is real. There is a fine line that you need to make pronounced between your emotions and your reality. That's the only thing I hear for you. Okay? So next we have Scorpio. Okay, Spirit, so what do you have for Scorpio for the week of April 15th through 21st? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to for April 15th through 21st? Okay. So, I don't know why I didn't say this, but 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 2 queens. And the 10 of Wands. You also have overall energy of the 6 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So, Scorpio. There may be someone from your past coming back this week. And this is a lesson for you to learn. I feel like you're extremely eager to start something that is going to last. And this is a lesson. This is a lesson for you this week. Okay. So you have the 7 of Pentacles as your card this week. And let me just say, this is because you've been working very hard. Okay? You've been working very hard to build what it is that you have. You've been making slow progress for your happiness, for your contentment, where it is that you want to be, how you want to live. Okay? Your self-esteem is up. And you're taking care of your financial responsibilities. All right. Now, you may have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life. These 2 people are very nurturing to you. This could be relationships. This could be friends, family, mother figures, father figures actually. But I feel like these 2 people, if they're in your life, are very nurturing to you. One is more nurturing to your dreams, more nurturing to your passions. They get you to come out of yourself or out of the house. This other person is more financially focused, and they try to get you to realize your dreams and how they will affect you in the future. If these are 2 different people, I do see that you have the best intentions moving forward with either of these people, but you're not sure. And I feel for good reason, because I feel like you understand the real responsibility behind where this relationship or situation can actually go. And it's causing you to make better decisions. You don't want the past to be relived. Okay? I feel like you're giving attention to both in equal amounts because you don't want... If this is two people, you're giving attention to them equal amount. If this is your dreams or any other situation in your life, you're trying to balance out these two things and you're giving just enough for both sides. However, you do feel as though that there's nothing to be gained here, which is interesting. I think I'm hearing unfulfilled. So because you're not in it 100% with either situation, there's no point, is what I'm feeling. It's like both of these together make up what you need. Neither one of these have exactly what you need. So it's about keeping these two aspects together instead of separating them. But it's a lot of work, a lot of responsibility, and you kind of feel bad about it. It's not the kind of person that you are. You like to give all of your attention to one thing, one person. But I almost feel like this is good for you, which is very interesting because you have the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like both of these people or situations are here to deal with different aspects of your life. To help you build confidence and to help you build stability for your career or home life. It does seem a lot of work, but you need to redirect it from love into what you're getting from both. But it's interesting because I feel like you want to make a decision though because of the Page of Pentacles. There's a need of wanting to make a decision between the two, but it's almost like you're feeling like you're gonna miss something with another if you choose the other. Okay, so let me get off of this. Your card is Trust. And let me look at this card for a second. Okay, so with this card, I feel as though you're tired of going through this in your mind, okay? It's like, how long can I play this sad song on this violin and not make a decision, right? So I feel like you're trusting your instincts and you're trusting how you feel. Keeping yourself protected and at a distance is the easiest way to handle this situation. I feel like you're giving each situation just enough to get by. Because in the distance you see perfection. You see what it is that you could have. You know what you want, and I feel like you're set in your ways, but you're going to continue to practice these same songs until you're ready to move forward. So I feel like you're going to keep dealing with these two situations or two people until you feel more secure about your position or your ideas, I guess you can say. Okay. So last but not least, we have Pisces. Okay, Spirit. What do you have for Pisces for April 15th through 21st? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Pisces, April 15th through 21st. That one wanted to come out too, so I'm just going to bring it out. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands and the Two of Cups in reverse, Pisces. Pisces, I feel like you always got some emotional stuff going on, okay? Because this is packed full of emotion to me. So overall energy with the Five of Wands and the Two of Cups. I see that there is conflict either between you or another, or internal conflict. I feel like it has to do with you and another because there is the Two of Cups, and that has to do with pairing. So breakups, conflicts of seeing difference in relationships, not meshing, people not seeing eye to eye because others will not conform. There may also be a third person. This wanted to come out. So third person, spending too much time with friends, alcoholism, partying too much, drug use, is this card. It's like having way too much of a good time, basically, is what that card is. So that could be a problem. That could be the reason for the issues that you see in these cards here. Okay, so this is you, the Hangman in reverse. You have been holding your tongue, Pisces, about quite a few things I can see here. Okay, this week I feel like you're gonna get it out, and it's not gonna be pretty. That's what I see. Okay, I feel like you're going to have a weak point, which is really good because you're going to express yourself. All right. I feel like some things are going to happen in your life and you start to realize that these are not things that you want in your life. And I did just notice that all of these cards were in reverse here in your spread. So I feel like you're going to be trying to make some changes this week, because you know that they need to be done. All right. Someone is way too immature for you. All right. They don't fit. And there is going to be an instance this week where you definitely see it. And it's like they're going to play on a weakness of yours, or make you feel like you're weak, or that they're taking advantage of you, and you're going to crack. That's what it feels like to me. So you realize their immaturity probably from the way that they communicate after you express how you feel. And you realize that there is nothing here that is going to move you towards the future. That's what I see here. I feel like it's very interesting because I feel like if you don't say anything, that you're gonna continue to feel like everything's fine. You're gonna continue to try to be strong and feel like there is an opportunity to move something forward. But because you're being strong within yourself, and there's going to be something that happens that is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, I cannot handle this. This is not a thing that I do. And then you express yourself, and it... and you get all out that you need to get out. It's like you start to see what it is that you need to see. I see it in the cards. Even though the High Priestess isn't here, you definitely change your perspective, your idea on the type of communication, the type of distance, the lack of growth, all of those things I'm seeing here. Yeah, there is a message. There is a message. Someone's going to say something that is childish or doesn't make any sense. There could be someone else that says something to you, which is a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I definitely see you doing that. Very interesting because you have the Six of Cups here, and I feel like you start to rethink getting back with this person, or they're going to try to apologize. I'm getting more of an apology feeling with that. I'm going to pull one more card. Yeah. They're worried that you're going to leave them. They get anxious that you found out whatever you found out and try to win you back. And that's when you start to see the lack of maturity here. Now, I do feel like this weakness or this strength that you've been trying to have dealing with this situation, you see that it is a weakness. You allowed it to become a weakness by not addressing it, if that makes any sense. And you start to gain more control and stability over your emotions and get things done this week. This is intense. That's an intense week for you, Pisces. Ooh, you are making some changes. So Spirit, what is the intuitive message that you have for Pisces for the week of... Oh, there it is. Dreams. So I feel like reality is hitting this week, Pisces, okay? You may have actually had an intuitive dream. You know, all Pisces have that intuition. So you may have had an intuitive dream, okay? Something was being handed to you. I also feel like something is handed to you from someone you know, a message. Someone tells you something, you figure something out. I feel just like you see. I'm getting the feeling that this blanket is being lifted from her face so she can see what is happening. That you've been in this dream world or this happy, you know, idea of a happy situation, but you're starting to see the truth of the matter and you're emerging to get everything back in order this week. So I definitely feel like that's what you're doing this week, okay? So thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. I love you, love you, love you. Love and light.